Down the Jon Jones fight versus Stipe Miocic. Again, just going to give you my thoughts on the fight and what I thought of Jon Jones' performance. So, as you know, guys, Jon Jones 37, Stipe 42, hasn't fought for 4 years. But again, I thought Stipe looked good physically. He looked like the best shape he's ever been. I thought this would have been a bit more of a challenge, and Jon Jones made this look easy. So, I'll give you my thoughts on the fight first, and then I'll just give you my other thoughts. So, both fighters obviously squared up to each other. Jon Jones was, you could say, vintage Jon Jones, man. This is why they call Jon Jones the greatest of all time. So, Jon Jones came out in this fight, guys. He was using a lot of range. He has a lot of tools in his arsenal, guys, compared to these other fighters, man. Like, Stipe couldn't really get close to Jones. Jones kept him at his range that Jones fights at. He kept using his leg kicks, his long reach, his front teep kicks. He kept going to Stipe's body, guys. And slowly, guys, he zapped him. Slowly, each round, he made his cardio go down. Stipe was trying to come forward, but every time Stipe came forward, Jones shut it down. And a lot of people are saying Stipe looked slow. Stipe wasn't slow, guys, at the start. As the rounds got on, because Jones kept hitting him with leg kicks, body kicks, Jones made Stipe get slow. Round one, Jones does this sweep of a takedown. Stipe was not expecting that sort of takedown. Jones just easily takes him to the ground. Got on top of him and rained elbows, guys. Like, he actually opened Stipe's face up. And Jones was trying to take him out first round, guys. He was trying to rip his fucking face open, but he wasn't able to take him out in the first round. But he did manage to cut him up. And as you know, guys, the 6-12 elbow became legal as well. So Jones was using that 6-12 elbow a little bit. He said he wanted to use it more, but Stipe could not get up. Jones was just literally putting him on him, elbow after elbow after elbow after elbow. This is why Jones is one of the greatest, man. He kept, I don't know how many elbows Stipe took. The average guy would have probably quit at that point. But yeah, so that was basically round one. The whole, like, half of the second half of the round, Jones was just on top of him and unloading on elbows, and Stipe couldn't really do much. He had a bit of defense to stop it, because some heavyweights probably would have just lost there. Towards the end, Jones was trying to go into a crucifix position, but Stipe was doing his very best to defend a lot of this, but Jones was opening up on the guy, man. Like, opening up on the guy. So Stipe went back to his corner, Jones went back to his corner. Stipe looked like breathing heavy, and his coaches was like, okay, you got to do this. You can't let him take you down. You got to do more, blah, blah, blah. Jones comes out, round two, looked more like vintage in my opinion, keeping that distance. Now, Stipe was trying to get a bit more into it now. Stipe actually did land one or two like jabs and I think one or two right hands, but Jones was moving with the punches. I think Jones realised the power of Stipe. He realised he has got power. He can't fight him in the pocket. And the thing what Stipe wasn't doing is when Stipe would follow up with these 1-2s and he would get Jones a little bit, he didn't continue going forward. It's almost like Stipe was scared to continue to chase Jon. And I don't blame him, because Jon was landing these leg kicks, body kicks, elbows, and he kept giving Stipe something to worry about. And that stopped Stipe from going forward like he might usually do. Jones kept pouring at his hands, keeping him at the range. He kept Stipe at the range he wants it. Kicked Stipe's legs out. Stipe couldn't get close. Every time Stipe tried to get into Jones's range, Jones would run at some points. There was a point when Jones started running away from Stipe. Like, literally started running, because he just doesn't allow anyone to get in his range. He doesn't allow you to box at him or fight him at his range. As long as he keeps you at that far distance range, Jones can land all his kicks, all his leg kicks, head kicks. And these guys, Stipe is not used to this. Stipe is not used to anyone doing this to him. And then Jones actually started landing good jabs, and Jones's right hands were starting to hurt Stipe. It's because Jones mixes everything up so great. That's why he's one of the greatest of all times. The guy does everything right. Like, he doesn't just throw punches, he throws leg kicks. Then when you think he's just doing leg kicks, he'll go for the face. And it's just a lot to obviously comprehend. And by round two, guys, in the round two, Stipe was that elbow that Jones caused. He was opening up. And now round three, guys, was the final round for Stipe, guys. Jones was gonna take him out here. So yeah, Jones was having a lot of success, guys. And Stipe actually started to go for it in round three. Like, he was going forward a lot. But the problem is, again, Stipe couldn't continue that pace forward. Jones would stop his rhythm by going backwards, running away, and then just starting the engagement again. But then back to the body, back to the leg kicks. And Stipe was getting tired. Jon Jones tried to fucking throw overhand as well. He was throwing a lot, and he just kept his like range and kept pushing Stipe back, using his like long arms to measure the range. And then, guys, some point in this fight, Jones went for a crazy spinning back kick, guys, and he got Stipe close to the cage. And once he landed that spinning back kick, guys, I'm telling you, it was over. It went right into Stipe's ribs, guys. That shot there, it wasn't a liver shot, it was a rib shot. It put Stipe on his ass, guys, and he couldn't continue. I don't think anyone could have survived a shot like that, because Jones has got those crazy spinning back kicks. And yeah, man, he took him out, guys. He annihilated Stipe. He dominated him. No one's done it. Like, you could say Ngannou did it to him, and I know there's gonna be a lot of people saying, "Oh, Stipe's old, 4 years out the game." But guys, I'll be honest with you, man. He's still one of the greats of all time. I was very impressed by Jones. I'll be honest. I don't think he's gonna be as easy as a fight as people say. As like the Aspinall thing. So Jones won. He was doing the Donald Trump victory thing, and yeah. So yeah, that was Jones' victory. Now, I'm just going to give you my thoughts, guys, on Jon Jones' ducking. I did make a video on my channel on how he's ducking, and I'll be honest, guys, I've seen a few things now. I want to give you my thoughts. I think Jon Jones is a genius. Jon Jones is not afraid of Tom Aspinall, in my opinion. Jon Jones will fight Tom Aspinall, but he's come out now. It's all out there, guys. He will only fight if the money's right. He said it in an interview. He's after that to be compensated. And, guys, I'll be honest, you can't blame Jon Jones for wanting to be compensated for that fight. Now, what is my thoughts? Who do I think will win that fight if it happens? I'd still slightly favour Tom Aspinall. But, guys, I'll be honest, after seeing this performance against Stipe, Jones has reminded me why he's the GOAT. And before maybe this fight, I would have said like 70% chance Tom Aspinall's going to win. And, guys, I've had to reconsider. I do think Tom Aspinall would still win just by the aging factor, but my percentages for Tom Aspinall have gone down. I do think it's like 55% chance now Tom Aspinall beats Jon Jones. And people are going to be like, what? How have you gone? Guys, Jon Jones is very good. Like, very good. He's not going to just stand with Tom Aspinall. He's going to be mixing it up, man. The guy shown me he can do it at heavyweight. I didn't think he had it in him, because remember the Cyril Gane fight, I never got to see this. I just saw him take him down easy. But he shows, guys, his stand-up is still there. This was almost a little bit too easy for Jones. That's how it looked, in my opinion. So Tom Aspinall will be a very good challenge. As I said, I still would favour Tom Aspinall. But will the fight happen, guys? This is my thoughts on it. Jon Jones, after the fight, said he's not retiring. He's going to have some negotiations, and then they're going to sit down. He's doing the same thing he did with Ngannou. When he was about to fight Ngannou, he wanted to get paid heavily because he knew it was a risky fight. So he wants to get paid heavily for this fight because he knows he could lose. And you can't blame him, guys. You cannot blame him. If I'm the UFC, pay this guy whatever he's worth. I don't know how much million that is, but 20 million, 25 million, I think he deserves it, guys, at this stage. He's the greatest of all time. If you want to see that fight, the UFC needs to pay the guy. There's no way, there's no lowballing that. And I heard he got paid quite a lot for this fight. It's 15 million. But he needs to step it up, in my opinion, now. So yeah, I do believe there's a chance we're going to see the Tom Aspinall versus Jon Jones fight. Jon Jones is very clever. He's changed his... it's very obvious to me now to see what Jon Jones is doing. A lot of people think Jon Jones is ducking Tom Aspinall, and to a slightly degree he was. But I don't believe he's scared of not fighting him. I just believe he wants to be compensated. It's called a negotiating tactic. He said in the interview he would fight him, but he needs to be compensated for it. So guys, the UFC compensate Jon Jones. I know this happened when he fought Ngannou and he didn't get compensated. So a lot of people say that's why the fight never happened. I don't know how much he wanted at that time, but Jon Jones deserves it now. I think he got paid 15 million for this fight. Would I say pay him 30 million? 25, 30 million. Easy for me to say, but he probably deserves it, man. The guy deserves it. So if you're the GOAT, and if you want to make that fight, look, I'll be honest, if Jon Jones beats Tom Aspinall, this will be my lineup for Jon Jones. If Jon Jones beats Tom Aspinall, the guy, like, I'll be straight, there is nothing I could say to this guy. He is the greatest of all time. Anyone who tries to dispute that, guys, you don't know what you're talking about, in my opinion. If he beats him, If he beats Tom Aspinall, he's the greatest of all time. Ain't no question, ain't no doubt. But yeah, so that would be my opinion on it. If they make that fight, as I said, I still would favour Tom Aspinall, but I'd give the edge to Tom Aspinall. But I'm not saying it's as wide as a fight as I thought before. And in terms of what Jon Jones should do, if they make this fight and they pay Jon Jones what he should be worth, in my opinion, you should pay the guy. That fight happens, guys. It'd be the biggest fight in the UFC for a while. I'd love watching that fight. It would be an amazing fight, and it's not easy as people think Tom Aspinall would win that fight. I think it would be a bit of a challenge, but probably favour him slightly. But if Jon Jones goes in there and beats Tom Aspinall, this guy's the greatest fighter of all time. I don't care what anyone says. He's beaten every generation. And let's just say a dream plan for Jon Jones. This would be my dream plan for Jon Jones. Jon Jones fights Tom Aspinall. If Jon Jones beats Tom Aspinall, he can retire. Of course he can. But no. Give him Alex Pereira after that. Just let him beat another GOAT. I think he beats Alex Pereira way easier than Tom Aspinall. And then, to finish Jon Jones' career off, get the PFL, get Turki Al Sheikh involved, make Francis Ngannou versus Jon Jones, crossover final fight promotion. That will be the biggest fight in MMA history. And guys, if Jon Jones beats Francis Ngannou, this guy goes down as the best to ever do it. That would be my game plan to Jon Jones. That would be the game plan for this guy to go down as he's a legend now, you could say. I think if he wants to submit his status as a prop, like the best ever, beat Tom Aspinall, and that's it. But after he beats Tom Aspinall, he said he might stick around for a few fights. Give him Alex Pereira after Tom Aspinall. Then somehow make the Francis Ngannou fight. Guys, Jon Jones beats all these guys. I'm telling you, this guy's the best to ever do it. And I do believe he's got the ability to do it from what I've seen. But the UFC needs to pay him, man. Pay the guy. You need to pay him, man. He deserves it. He absolutely annihilated Stipe. Even though he's 42, I get it. But Stipe didn't do nothing to him. Jones is way too much. He's a different level. Tom Aspinall will give him a fight. I'll give you that. But that's it. If Jon Jones beats Tom Aspinall, telling you, I think he beats everyone else. But yeah, man, you give me your thoughts below, guys. I'm looking forward to it. What did you think of Jon Jones' performance? What do you want to see next for the guy? I think the guy's a genius in terms of how he's playing this out. He's got all the fans calling him a duck. He's changed his profile picture to a duck. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to build the demand up. In my breakdown video, I said the guy's either really clever or is really a duck. The guy is really clever. He's not going to duck anyone. If you pay him the right money, he'll fight. And I don't blame him. Pay the guy. Make him get in the ring with Aspinall. And who knows, guys, he might be just reserving himself, knowing he can beat Aspinall. He's got the skills to do it. He's probably going to have to go to another place, but he's got the skills, and obviously I'd love to see it. But yeah, guys, that's going to be my video. You leave your thoughts below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.